So now we are converting the galvanometer into voltmeter. The voltmeter is a device which helps to measure the potential drop, and galvanometer is a device which helps to measure the small amount of current. So here is my input is voltmeter, means my input is potential drop. So if there is a potential drop V value, I am supplying to this galvanometer, then whatever the output I need to get in terms of a current. So suppose if I have supplied 10 volt, if I have supplied 10 volt, my galvanometer range deflection is like this. So this is a 0 and this is 10, 20 and 30. So these are all microampere. This is all microampere. So if I have a supply 10 volt or a 10 potential drop across this galvanometer, then it has to show deflection of 10 microampere. And if my input is 20 volt, then it has to show 20 microampere. And if I have supplying a 30 volt, then it has to show 30 microampere. So this is my main job we are doing here. So to convert this with the help of galvanometer, we are converting this galvanometer into voltmeter. So 10 volt, 10 microampere, 20 volt, 20 microampere, 30 volt, 30 microampere. So in terms of current, we are measuring in the galvanometer. So to obtain this, see, we know that for a Ohm's law, V equal to IR. So for a 10 volt, if I am using the resistance value in the circuit is 1 ohm, then my current will becomes what? How much? 10 ampere. So this 10 ampere. So 10 ampere is a very large amount of current is passing in this galvanometer. So this 10 ampere may damage to this galvanometer. So our main funda is just to, if I have used a higher resistance value, if I have used a higher resistance value in this circuit, for example, if I have taken 100 resistance, so then what will happen is my current value reduces to 1 by 10. So this 1 by 10 is nothing but 0.1 ampere. So if my resistance value becoming higher and higher, whatever the current flowing through this galvanometer is very low. So what I have understood this thing is, we can use the resistor values, higher resistance value, so that the galvanometer obtain only small amount of current. So we need to connect a resistor to convert this voltmeter, to convert this galvanometer into voltmeter. So to convert these things, we are using the this resistor. So now the questions comes, where to connect this resistor. So whether we are connect to in a parallel to this galvanometer, or we have to connect in a series connection. So first thing, we will just try for this series connection. So if I have connected a resistance here, then what will happen is, whatever the current flowing through this series connection will be the same. So my I value will be the same. So for a 10 volt, if I am using the resistor value 100 ohm, then current is 0.1 ampere. So similarly, if I have used the higher resistance value, then what it will come? So here only a small amount of current will be passing. So whatever my concept or whatever my logic is there, that is a correct one. That is, the resistors has to connect in series to the galvanometer. But the how much value it should be, the resistor value. If I have taken a very large amount of a resistor value, then it will get a very small amount of a current. If I have used a very low value of resistance, then the galvanometer will get a very high current. So we need an exact value of the resistor, so that if I am supplying the 10 volt, it has to show 10 microampere deflection. If I am supplying the 20 volt, it has to show 20 microampere, and if I have supplied 30 volt, I have to get 30 microampere. So we need a exact value of the resistor. So during the conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter, we are connecting resistance in series to the galvanometer. So we need an exact value of this R. So this galvanometer has some internal resistance inside that one. So that is I am mentioning here. So there are two resistors which is connected in a series. So the main supply is V. Then what is happening here is the potential drop will be different. So this is V1 and this is V2 for series connection. The potential drop is equal to sum of the individual potential drop across the each resistor. So for that, what I can write is V is equal to V1 plus V2. So for V is equal to V1 plus V2. So here and in the series connections, the current flowing to this resistor as well as the galvanometer will be the same. So this I value in the resistor is the same, and this I value will be same in the galvanometer. So from the Ohm's law, again V equal to IR. So V1 is potential drop across this R resistor. So this I can write I into R. So we need to calculate this R. Our main focus is, and this V2 is nothing but potential drop across the galvanometer resistance. So V2 is potential drop across the galvanometer resistance. This I can write it as whatever the current flowing through this, I can write it as I value, and this the resistance is I can mention it as a G value. So here what I can do is, whatever the current measuring in the galvanometer, we are taking it as the Ig value. We are mentioning it as the Ig. Suppose here the current I am getting as a Ig because the galvanometer reading current we are mentioning it as a Ig value. So if this is a Ig, then my this I value will also becomes the Ig, because we know that this I will be entirely same. So what I can write is I is equal to Ig. For series connections, the main current as well as this galvanometer current will be same. So my again this equation, instead of I, what I can write here is Ig value. So for my convenience, I have taken this as Ig. If you can take I also, that is agree. So that is acceptable. So this Ig I will take outside. So R plus G. So if I have done this like this, so actually we need a R value. So what I will do is I don't require this Ig as a common. What I will do is, this V is my main potential drop. So this Ig value I will, this will come here, so this will become so minus. So Ig minus equal to Ig into R. So again I will reshuffle this. So Ig equal to R, V minus Igg. So V minus Ig into G. So this we need only R value. So what I will get is V minus Igg divided by this Ig value. So I can write this equation, R is equal to V by Ig minus Igg by G is equal to Igg. So what my final equation is Ig minus G. So this is my final equation. So with the help of this I can measure the value of resistance. See, we know how much potential drop we are supplying to this galvanometer. This V value we know, and how much current we are obtaining from the experimentation. So this value also we know, and the given galvanometer resistance. This D is given galvanometer resistance. So all the three parameters are the known values, and only remaining is unknown value is R. So with the help of this formula we can calculate the value of R, and that R resistors we are connecting here. So if we connect this R resistor, then our final work is done, and we can use our galvanometer into voltmeter. So without memorizing this equation, by applying the logic, we can easily derive this formula. we can easily derive this formula. See, quick recap. See, for conversion of a galvanometer into voltmeter, my G is connected parallel to this shunt resistance S. So here the current flowing is Ig, and here the current flowing is I minus Ig. So the potential drop across S and potential drop across G is same. So no need to mug up the equation. So we know potential drop across S and potential drop across galvanometer is same. So potential drop across V with the help of Ohm's law, I can write I minus Ig equal to S value and Vg is equal to Ig G value. So the S will becomes Igg divided by I minus Ig value. So we know the galvanometer resistors, we know the value of current flowing in the galvanometer. So this Ig and main current also we know. So with the help of this, I can easily calculate this S resistor value. So this much of resistor value, if we connect parallelly, then I can easily convert this galvanometer into ammeter. So this is my final equation. So without any memorizing, I can easily write this equation. And even here also, the resistance value we want. Here we are connecting in the series connection. For series connections, we know V is equal to V1 plus V2. And this again we apply the Ohm's law. So for that, we will get R equal to V divided by Ig minus G. So I hope you have all understood the concept of conversion of galvanometer into ammeter as well as the conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter. Thank you.